Alright, so given our recent Land Rover adventure and witnessing horribly unprepared Land Rover owners stuck middle of a trail because of broken parts, we're trying some field expedient welding techniques.
He's gonna winch in.
Winch in! That guy needs to winch in too. Braking! Braking!
Broke the shock now.
Braking bad!
So what we have here is not multiple car battery stick welding. What we're actually trying right now is lithium jump starter packs, a pair of them, specifically the Noco Genius Boost HD GB70. And based on all of my research so far, this should have more than enough amperage to do a couple of minutes of welding. And what we have here is the two packs hooked in series, jumper cable to jumper cable. Careful to align the, man, focus is terrible in this lighting. Careful to align the cable jaw to cable jaw so that we have the shortest copper path from pack to pack. Alright, so yesterday's testing with the double Noco packs on electrode negative, complete failure. Although we got some cool pictures of overheated electrodes. So now we're trying electrode positive. Yeah,
Well, that was functional.
current's all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's crappy, but we did melt metal.
That one, this one right here, the 8018, it penetrates and it leaves pretty welds. It just doesn't, you can't
maintain it.
Yeah.
So in a jam, this gets a maybe.
Yeah.
Go for it. 1/8 inch 8018 on 36-ish volts with 3 car batteries.
Oh, here we go. This is it. Dude, that's a perfect weld. Penetrated fucking everything, dude. Stacked up some nickels there, buddy.
Not bad at all. Good on it.
Stacking nickels, buddy.
This slag had popped off it already. 3 car batteries is the way to go. Alright, this is 5/32 7014 on 36 volts. About 150 to 180 amps.
Okay.
Not bad at all. Yeah, you built up some metal there, dude.
Fuck yeah, I did.
Alright, so this one on the right was the 1/8 inch 8018. This one on the left is 5/32 7014. Both of them ran fine on 36 volts on this thickness. But our next test is going to be on, apparently with a huge 1/4 inch rod. And then after that, we'll try 1/8 inch base metal, see if we burn through. This is 1/4 inch 6010, 36 volts.
He wants to do it.
Stop, stop. Your battery's exploding.
It's what?
It's outgassing.
Oh shit!
Too much juice.
Yes.
Okay, so to be continued. We need healthy car batteries to continue this experiment. Okay, now this setup is 2 Noco lithium boost packs and 1 car battery for 36-ish volts. And this test is on a thick piece of base metal with 1/8 inch 8018.
Wow, dude.
Is it more powerful?
It's way more powerful.
Too much?
No, no, I think I was going too slow.
Dude, more than enough power.
Dude, it just vaporized the flux. That would have saved us that day. That would have definitely saved us that day.
Wow. 5/32, 7014 on 2 Nocos and a car battery.
Holy shit. Yeah, it was fucking burning the shit out of that, dude.
Wow.
That was impressive. Dude,
That's too hot. 1/4 inch 6010, 2 Nocos and a car battery.
holy shit, dude. I don't know. I'll give it another shot.
Oh, dude, we hit over.
Oh, fuck.
What?
We're dead.
Are we dead?
We're dead. Oh my god.
Okay, so with that 1/4 inch 6010, we hit overload on the 400 amp range on this meter here. And it looks like we killed something or something came disconnected. So we gotta do some investigation here. All right, so that was a success. So 2 Nocos plus a car battery.
And we can get ourselves out of jam.
It worked great.
Yep.
And there's probably enough battery capacity there to do like maybe a foot of weld or something off an 1/8 inch rod. But when we tried the 1/4 inch rod, it was too much current for the Nocos.
And we think we fried one.
Yeah, so one of them still seems to be fine. The other one, like my guess is we blew out the bypass relay on there. And it's chilling in the freezer right now. And we're gonna see if we can resurrect it. But yeah, we think we dicked one of them pretty hard. So if you're gonna try something like this with that capacity of Noco, like keep it to 1/8 inch and 5/32 rods, because we didn't have any problems with those.
Yeah, just don't go any bigger than that.
Yeah, and yeah, I think in the previous clip I showed that it buried the meter, my current meter. So it pulled over 400 amps when you stuck that 1/4 inch 6010 rod. And in terms of flux chemistry, the 6011s didn't want to maintain an arc very well, but the 7014 and 7018 or 8018, which has the same sort of flux, those worked pretty well. But 6011 did not carry well.
I think if we take out the safety feature in the Nocos, we'll be able to use the 1/4 inch rod.
and then we can like completely destroy the battery pack that's inside.
We might start a small fire.
All right, to be continued. So one more note. In order to prevent overheating on the Noco, you should probably only weld for a max of maybe like 5 seconds at a time, and then you should let the thing cool down, and you should let the heat migrate through the battery pack to the case of the Noco. Give it like 30 seconds to a couple minutes to cool down after every 5 seconds of weld or something like that.
Yeah, or have it like sitting on ice packs.
Yeah, or in the refrigerator.
Yeah, in the refrigerator.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so here's the Noco that wouldn't turn back on properly. These are a pair of 70 amp relays in parallel on the negative lead. I think that right there is a pretty obvious weak point. They should only really be good for 140 amps. So here's the behavior. You turn it on, it's automatically acting like it's in bypass mode. And you hear the relays clicking in there. If I unplug the relays from the board, see, it comes on no problem. So that seems pretty clear to me that we fried something in 1 or 2 of these relays on this Noco. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is both, since there's 3 wires on there, I'm pretty sure this triggers the solenoids in these using 2 wires. And then I think it's sensing whether the relays are activated on the other wire, which is actually a pretty good little safety feature. They're actually, you know, sensing if these relays are working properly. And I just put a multimeter to measure the resistance across here, and it was showing a short. So I'm just thinking we welded one of these things in the on position. So in the middle of this hot lead here, there's an 8X diode pack. I'm not sure if you can read that, but it's 40L45CT is the main part number on each of those diodes. So I snipped this little sense resistor on the right, and that's what allows the microcontroller in this thing to sense whether there's any battery voltage there for the normal sense mode versus the bypass mode. So I snipped that so I could put my multimeter on here and do diode check. And what's got me a little worried is the I'm reading like 0.014 volts in one direction, but if I reverse my multimeter leads, I'm not getting an overload. So it's reading like 0.03 something volts, which isn't good. Every other diode that I've checked that was a good diode, you would read nothing in the other direction. So yeah, I'm thinking that these diodes might be blown out too. So these are each 40 amp diodes, and there's 8 of them. So that would be a max of 320 amps. So if it was more than 320 amps for any length of time, then, you know, the weakest one of these would blow out, and then it would cause a cascade and blow the rest of them out. So that might be problem number 2 with this pack here. Alright, so my plan to get this thing back in action is to wrap this whole connection. Well, I'll take the rest of the heat shrink off and clean this up real good. But then I'll just wrap this with probably solid copper wire and make it super tight, just to make sure that that's a good connection, even if some of these diodes failed to open or something weird. And then I'll try to remove these relays, but I don't want to try to replace these, because I don't want to put a whole bunch of heat into here that might make its way back into the battery pack. I mean, we've done enough of that already, so I'm thinking I'll just short this out and remove this whole relay functionality just to get this pack working again. I put it on a charger and I tested the in and out of everything, and everything still seems to be working fine. So yeah, I think it was just diode pack seems to be not working well, and then the relays. So that'll basically turn this into always hot. So these will always be hot. It'll always be in bypass mode, even if the board inside this unit is off. So it's a little bit more dangerous than stock, but as long as I keep one of these leads wrapped up, or I keep the whole thing in this bag, then it should be minimal safety risk.